In the quiet town of Evergreen, where snow-laden pines framed the streets in a winter embrace, a chilling tale unfolded on a Christmas Eve that would be etched into the town's history with a brush dipped in darkness. The Chambers residence, a picturesque cottage nestled at the edge of the woods, was a haven of warmth and festive cheer during the holiday season. However, this particular Christmas Eve would cast a shadow over the joyous traditions. As the clock struck midnight and carolers' voices faded into the frosty air, the Chambers family gathered around the crackling fireplace for the ceremonial reading of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Unbeknownst to them, an otherworldly presence stirred in the snow-laden expanse outside. The youngest Chambers, little Emma, claimed to have glimpsed a figure in the window, a fleeting silhouette that vanished like a wisp of smoke when she tried to point it out. Her parents, attributing it to the overactive imagination of a child caught in the magic of Christmas, dismissed her concerns. However, as the night deepened, so did the unease that settled over the Chambers household. Faint, haunting melodies echoed through the halls, a spectral symphony that danced in the spaces between carols. Emma, now convinced that something otherworldly was afoot, huddled close to her older brother, Jake. In the glow of the Christmas tree lights, shadows took on a life of their own. Ornaments trembled as if stirred by unseen hands, and the temperature dropped with each passing minute. As the clock struck 3 a.m., a disembodied voice joined the chorus of spectral melodies, a lament that spoke of forgotten Christmases and a yearning for joy long extinguished. Curiosity and trepidation intermingled as the Chambers family ventured into the snow-covered yard. The moon cast an ethereal glow, revealing a tapestry of footprints leading towards the heart of the forest. Emma, clutching her teddy bear, insisted that the mysterious figure was beckoning them to follow. In the heart of the woods, an ancient oak stood as a sentinel to forgotten tales. The footprints, now joined by an intricate pattern of hoarfrost, led the Chambers to a clearing where a spectral figure awaited. It was the ghost of Christmas past, a silhouette draped in tattered garb, its face obscured by the passage of time. The apparition spoke, its voice a melancholic echo. It was the spirit of a woodsman who, centuries ago, had succumbed to the perils of a harsh winter. His eternal wandering, fueled by a yearning for the warmth of Christmas joy, had led him to the Chambers' doorstep. As the ghost of Christmas past shared tales of Yuletides long forgotten, a strange transformation occurred. The clearing, once shrouded in winter's grip, blossomed with the hues of spring. The forgotten spirit, now a specter clad in festive attire, joined the Chambers in a spectral dance, a swirl of ethereal waltz that defied the constraints of time. The night, touched by the magic of spectral redemption, faded into the first light of Christmas morning. The Chambers family, forever changed by the encounter, returned home with a newfound appreciation for the magic woven into the fabric of Christmas. News of the spectral encounter spread through Evergreen, weaving its way into the town's folklore. The woods, once a place of mystery, became a testament to the enduring spirit of Christmas joy. Residents, as they strolled past the ancient oak, sensed a lingering warmth, a whisper in the winter wind that spoke of a Christmas Eve when shadows danced in the snow, and the past found solace in the embrace of the present. In the heart of Silver Pine, a village nestled amid snow-capped mountains, Christmas Eve held an age-old tradition that breathed life into the wintry nights. The townsfolk gathered in the village square, adorned with twinkling lights and a towering Christmas tree, to sing carols and usher in the festive spirit. Little did they know that beneath the shimmering snow lay a chilling secret that would cast a shadow over the holiday merriment. At the outskirts of Silver Pine, the McAllister mansion stood as a relic of a bygone era. Its imposing architecture and ivy-covered facade hinted at stories untold. The mansion, uninhabited for decades, bore the weight of a tragedy that had unfolded on a snowy Christmas Eve long ago. The McAllister family, once prominent in Silver Pine, hosted extravagant Christmas celebrations that drew revelers from far and wide. However, on that fateful night, a blizzard of unprecedented ferocity swept through the village, isolating the mansion from the rest of Silver Pine. The family, unaware of the impending tempest, reveled in the festive cheer. As the clock struck midnight, a spectral visitor arrived, a cloaked figure seeking refuge from the storm. Lady Eleanor McAllister, known for her benevolence, welcomed the stranger into the warmth of the mansion. The mysterious guest, a wanderer with a face obscured by the hood of the cloak, spoke in hushed tones of an ancient curse that hung over the McAllister lineage. Unbeknownst to the family, Lady Eleanor's ancestor, a warlock named Magnus McAllister, had dabbled in forbidden rituals that bound the mansion to the spirits of the Winter Realm. The mysterious visitor warned that unless the curse was lifted before the last chime of midnight, the McAllister mansion would become a realm where the living and the spectral coexisted. With each passing minute, the storm outside intensified, and the mansion's halls echoed with spectral whispers. The McAllister family, initially dismissive of the stranger's warnings, felt an unspoken unease settle over the festivities. Lady Eleanor, guided by a mix of curiosity and apprehension, sought the advice of the village sage, Agnes Hawthorne, who held knowledge of ancient rites. In the flickering light of Agnes's hearth, the truth unfolded. Agnes revealed the tragic tale of Magnus McAllister, his pact with the winter spirits, and the spectral curse that lingered over the mansion. The only way to break the curse was to conduct a sacred ritual before the clock struck midnight. Determined to save her family from the impending doom, Lady Eleanor, accompanied by Agnes and a select few family members, ventured into the mansion's hidden chambers. The air grew colder as they approached the heart of the mansion, a chamber adorned with frost-covered symbols. As Lady Eleanor began the incantation, the mansion seemed to come alive with ethereal energies. The winter spirits, drawn by the ritual, manifested as shimmering apparitions. The clock's relentless ticking underscored the urgency of their task. Yet as the ritual reached its crescendo, a figure materialized, a spectral representation of Magnus McAllister, bound by the curse he had unleashed. The winter spirits, now agitated, whispered tales of betrayal and remorse that echoed through the chamber. Lady Eleanor, torn between her loyalty to family and the need for redemption, confronted the spectral Magnus. The spirits, frozen tears glistening in their eyes, implored for release from the eternal winter. The clock, its chimes resonating through the mansion, seemed to suspend time itself. In a climactic moment, Lady Eleanor made a choice that transcended the boundaries of the living and the spectral. She pledged to carry the burden of Magnus's sins, offering her own spirit as a conduit for redemption. The winter spirits, sensing the sincerity of her sacrifice, began to dissipate, leaving behind an ethereal glow that bathed the mansion in an otherworldly light. As the last chime of midnight echoed through the chamber, the storm outside ceased. The blizzard, which had raged with supernatural fury, transformed into a gentle snowfall that painted Silver Pine in a pristine white. News of the McAllister mansion's spectral encounter spread through Silver Pine, weaving its way into the town's folklore. The mansion, once shrouded in mystery, became a symbol of redemption and sacrifice. Residents, as they passed by the mansion, felt a lingering warmth, a whisper in the winter wind that spoke of a Christmas Eve when the spectral and the living danced in the delicate balance between redemption and eternal winter. And so, in the heart of Silver Pine, the McAllister mansion stood as a testament to the enduring spirit of Christmas, a night when a family's sacrifice broke the shackles of a spectral curse and allowed the village to bask in the timeless magic of the holiday season. In the secluded town of Hollyvale, nestled deep within the icy embrace of a winter that seemed to never end, Christmas Eve was more than a celebration. It was a fragile truce with the frigid darkness that gripped the town. Yet, beneath the facade of festive lights and glittering snow, an ominous tale unfolded, revealing the chilling origins of Hollyvale's wintry curse. The Jacobs family, newcomers to Hollyvale, purchased a quaint Victorian house that bore the scars of decades gone by. The realtor, with an uneasy smile, dismissed the rumors of the house being haunted, emphasizing the charm of its antique architecture. Unbeknownst to the Jacobs, the house held secrets that transcended the quaint veneer of small-town life. As the Jacobs family settled into their new home, the winter descended with an intensity that surpassed the norm even for Hollyvale. The town's elder residents exchanged knowing glances, haunted by the memories of a cursed winter decades ago, a winter that refused to relinquish its icy grip. On the eve of their first Hollyvale Christmas, the Jacobs family gathered in the living room, its fireplace crackling with warmth. The air, however, carried a subtle chill that seemed to defy the efforts of the blazing logs. The youngest Jacobs, Emily, claimed to have heard spectral whispers echoing in the attic, a realm that the family had avoided exploring. As the clock struck midnight, an ethereal breeze swept through the house, extinguishing the candles and plunging the room into an unnatural darkness. A haunting melody, distant yet unmistakable, resonated through the walls, a lament that seemed to emanate from the very heart of winter itself. The Jacobs, guided by both curiosity and a burgeoning fear, ascended to the attic. The air grew colder with each step, and the spectral whispers intensified. In the dim light of a flickering candle, they discovered an ancient chest, its surface etched with symbols reminiscent of a forgotten winter ritual. Upon opening the chest, they uncovered a collection of old photographs, each capturing moments from a Christmas Eve that echoed through time. The spectral whispers coalesced into voices, recounting a tale of the Hastings, the family that had inhabited the house decades ago. The patriarch of the Hastings, Elijah, had been a practitioner of forbidden winter rituals, seeking to harness the power of the frost spirits to ensure perpetual prosperity for Hollyvale. However, his insatiable ambition had led to a catastrophic imbalance, plunging the town into an eternal winter, a curse that persisted long after the Hastings had vanished into the frost-laden shadows. The attic, now a conduit between the living and the spectral, revealed an ancient incantation etched into the floorboards. Emily, drawn by an unseen force, traced the symbols with trembling fingers. The room vibrated with an otherworldly energy as the winter spirits, agitated by the disturbance, manifested in ethereal forms. The frost spirits, their faces etched in frozen tears, danced through the attic in a spectral waltz. The Jacobs family, caught between the curse of the past and the chilling consequences of their discovery, faced a dilemma that transcended the boundaries of the living and the spectral. As Emily completed the incantation, the attic seemed to fold into itself, a rift between dimensions that pulsed with the echoes of forgotten winters. The Jacobs family found themselves standing in the heart of a spectral realm where the winters of Hollyvale converged in a frozen tapestry. The spirit of Elijah Hastings materialized, a figure suspended between the corporeal and the spectral. Emily, her voice trembling, pleaded with the spirit to release Hollyvale from the eternal frost. Elijah, burdened by remorse, acknowledged the consequences of his ambition and agreed to undo the curse. In a climactic moment, the winter spirits, now illuminated in an otherworldly glow, converged in a spectral procession. The attic, bathed in an ethereal light, resonated with the echoes of a ritual that sought redemption for the sins of the past. As the clock struck midnight in the spectral realm, Hollyvale outside the attic window transformed. The perpetual snowstorm ceased, and the moonlit landscape softened into a gentle snowfall. The Jacobs family, now standing in their restored living room, felt the warmth of a Christmas sunrise breaking through the horizon. News of the Jacobs family's spectral encounter spread through Hollyvale, weaving its way into the town's folklore. The Victorian house, once a relic of a cursed past, became a symbol of redemption and a reminder that some winters, no matter how eternal, could yield to the magic of forgiveness. And so, in the heart of Hollyvale, the Jacobs family's Christmas became a testament to the enduring spirit of redemption. A night when a family confronted the haunting origins of the town's wintry curse and, in the dance between the living and the spectral, found a fragile truce with the relentless frost that had gripped Hollyvale for far too long.